Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delayed arrival. I've had a day. I'll get into it in a second. Let me get everything situated and get set up. Give me a second. You're going to be chilling on the starting soon screen for a few minutes. Okay. All right. Let me let people know that I'm live. Okay. Hey Silva, things are a little bit scuffed tonight. I need to order a new adapter for my second monitor again. And this time I'm going to get an actual, like, expensive one. Because, like, this is the second one that I've had that died on me. Like, it is just cutting in and out. It is becoming pretty much unusable. Like, and it's a thing where I'm like 90% sure it's the adapter, right? I could pull the adapter out, blow on it, plug in it, whatever, plug it in the next, in a different port, and it'll work for a while. And then at some point, it'll just start flickering again. And like, I am like 90% sure that the adapter is just bad because like I already had one bad adapter. Hey Nabiru. Yeah, really annoying. And not having two monitors cuts down on my productivity. It's going to make things really scuffed tonight. I'm going to have I don't know what I'm going to do about chat. We're going to have to see how all this works tonight. Yes, the spirit of Monarch has invaded my stream. Alright. Let's at least get my model up and running. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. Yes, the scuff is too strong. Let me... Okay. Hey Noel, man, just having some technical issues. I think the adapter for my monitor, for my second monitor, is dead again. It keeps cutting in and out, and like it's been acting up for a while. And like it's a thing where like I have 2 spare display ports, and I'm able to move it from one display port to another, or just unplug it for a while, and then when I plug it back in, it works for a while, and then it just doesn't work. And I have a theory that it's just the adapter. It's either the adapter or the cord. And the adapter I got cheap. I got like the cheapest adapter I could buy because it had a lot of good reviews. So I'm like, this is the second adapter I've bought. Actually third adapter that I've bought that stopped working. From this company. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna go to the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm just gonna have to see if I can get my hands on some money. Gonna talk to some people, see if they can help me out with it. I have some people who are like, you know, saying if I need help, ask. So I'm gonna talk to them and see if I can't get some money. And I'm gonna actually order a decently priced a decently priced one. I'm gonna get it on the cheap because I saw one that's like normally like $35, but it's on sale for like $18 on Amazon. And I'm like, you know what? I'm hoping that's gonna be a higher quality. It's gonna be a higher quality adapter. It has free returns. So if I order it and it doesn't work, I'm just chucking it right back. Just bopping over to Whole Foods and and sending it right back. And this will be a way to know if it's the graphics card that's failing. Because if I get a new adapter and it's still happening, that means it's either the cable or the graphics card. So then I have to replace the cable. Which that's its own thing. Actually, is there a way? I just remembered something that I just remembered an app I used to have on my old computer. Give me a second. Uh, when's the act? Oh, so there is a thing for it. Win control T. Okay. Seconds up. Oh, hush you. Oh. I pressed Alt Control T, not Win Control T. Oh, it's the thing I have to install. Okay. Give me 1 second. So there is a thing. Here we go. There is a thing for keeping a window always on top. Keeping a part of a window always on top. There was an extension for it a while back. And if I can get this working, I should be able to keep chat always on top whenever I have my I'm just hoping this doesn't require a restart. That's gonna suck if it's gonna require a restart. Model, why are you like this? Because I'm sitting too close to the computer. That's why. That's why. Come on. Please don't require a restart. Alrighty. Hopefully this is a quick install. Oh my gosh. So there's another plugin I wanted to install for OBS to get closed captioning available. So that for using the Google cloud services to do voice to text stuff. Okay. Was successful. Always on top. That's what I want. Pin or unpin selected window, always on top of other windows. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Alright, here we go. That's fine. I'm hoping this works. So I was gonna try to, so apparently because I run, here we go, general. There we go. I had to boot it up as an administrator. Sorry about this. Always running as administrator. There we go. Cool. Awesome. So now, let me try this. All right. Okay. Targeting that. Now. Yes! Yes, we are in business! Chat, we are in business! I was able to pin... I used to need a plugin to do that. Now there's a Windows thing. It's still in development or whatever, and it's got a bunch of other stuff with it, but I don't care about the rest of that. I was able to get it set up so I can have chat always on top of my screen. Can I move it? Cool. Awesome. Outstanding. Wonderful. Glorious. Magical. Mystical. Now I can do other things and still have chat. Let me make this a little bit smaller. There we go. Cool. That's better. Now I can do whatever I need to and have chat up on my screen. So the old plugin I used to use, I stopped using because it kept getting stuck on, and I couldn't like interact with the window whenever I pinned it. So then it made it hard for me to interact with chat, and it just made it a pain in the butt. But with this, that improves my performance vastly. Cool. Awesome. Outstanding. This is magical. So, I was in Roomba's stream the other day. And I was watching, obviously, and I was talking with some other people in there. And it's really interesting when you surround yourself with like other neurodivergent people that struggle with some of the same things you struggle. And it's like, it was really affirming when I was talking to some other people who struggle and like who aren't able to hold a job, who struggle with some of the same stuff I do. And I was able to talk, like, we started talking about like getting, scheduling, like dealing with like, neurodivergence and getting evaluated and being functional and all that stuff. And I said, you know, it's funny. That reminds me. I have sitting right here, you can't see it, but I'm waving it in the air, a referral order from my doctor to a neuropsych for a autism evaluation. But, and this is the big but, I have to call them to schedule the appointment. And I mentioned that in Roomba stream, and one of the people was like, it's really mean to put that behind a phone call. And I'm like, it really, really is. It really, really is. To put that behind a phone call. It's just, but like, I understand why. Like, if it was a thing where I could go online or if I could text them, but like putting it behind a phone call means I have to remember. And I was like, and I went to bed, I was like, I'm going to go to bed early Sunday night. I'm going to do it Monday, right? But then today's President's Day, so everything's closed. At least I thought everything was going to be closed. So I stayed up late last night when I realized that. And then I stayed up so late that I ate breakfast and took my medicine. I'm like, I'm going to sleep all day. Then I get this phone call from something in my area, and it's a number I don't recognize. I answer, and I do the thing where you answer and you don't say anything and you wait for them to hang up. So I did that. They hung up, and I'm like, oh, it must have been a telemarketer or something, whatever. And then they called the second time. So I just said, hello. Come to find out, it was my lawyer's office. And this is the other thing with dealing with applying for disability, is you have to be ready to like answer strange phone numbers, because this is like the third new phone number my lawyer's office has used. And I'm like, well, if I knew stuff was going to be open, I would have got up earlier and been making phone calls. Like, geez. But good news, kind of. My disability hearing has been scheduled. It's a few months out. Hopefully I can get... Yeah, it's counter something, Noel, man. Hopefully I can get my autism evaluation before then, but it's going to take a few months to get stuff situated. But it's scheduled. It is scheduled. It is a thing that is happening. Excuse me. And after waiting for so long, we are finally here. They're gonna mail me some forms that I need to fill out and send back to them. I gave them my current address because I'd been having them send the mail to the clinic that I go to, but apparently that's not going to be able to accept mail for me anymore. And also, it's always a pain in the butt getting mail from them. So I'm like, you know what? There's a chance my mail gets stolen if I have it come to my house, if I have it come to where I'm staying. But that's a chance I'm going to have to take because I need to get this mail in a timely manner so I can respond to it and send it back in a timely manner. So I gave them the address, got everything situated, and I had the manager or whatever, whatever person read back the address to confirm that he had it right. And yeah. So in a few months' time, hopefully this long journey will have come to fruition after so long of struggling and dealing with so much stuff. Hopefully I'll finally get the help I need, you know? And it's like, it's really frustrating because every time, as part of this application process, right? Every time they gave me paperwork, I filled the paperwork out, I sent it back in. Every time they asked me to do anything, I did it, right? And then during my last rejection, whenever we had to do the appeal for the hearing, in the paperwork they sent me for the rejection, they said, they had the audacity to say, you have provided us with no evidence and no paperwork pertaining to your disability. And I'm like, what do you mean? I filled out every form you've sent me. I was just blown away. They were like, we can't evaluate you because you've submitted no paperwork. I'm like, what? I have submitted every single bit of paperwork you've sent me. It was so infuriating when that happened, and then just remembering it and all the frustration that came with it. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, chat. It's a whole thing, chat. But I'm glad I got the power tools thing working, so now I'll be able to do stuff. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, because originally I thought about doing some kind of like a perfect draw stream, like a card creation or something. But like, I don't want to steal the thunder from the perfect draw developers who have been doing a lot of those, like card creation, NPC creation, and all that other stuff. Especially because the Kickstarter, the backer kit stuff is going on now. I might do some stuff as we get closer to starting my streamed game. We'll see how stuff goes. But yeah, and thanks, Noel, man. Yeah, I'm hoping it goes better. I'm hoping this goes good. It's been a long road. You know, it's funny. I have been watching some interesting YouTube videos recently. Some video essays looking at like the Justice League animated series, the Justice League Unlimited and the Superman animated series and the Batman animated series, and breaking down some of the stuff that just made them good, right? And it's really, when you look back, yeah, drama never ends. When you look back on those shows, right? It is so easy. It's so easy to forget that, like, it's a kid show with how mature and intense some of the themes are. And, like, someone in one of the comment sections put it really well, that they weren't so much made to be kid shows as much as they were made for everyone, but happened to be family friendly. YouTube page will get filled. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of stuff. Like, I've been watching, what's his name, Parrot from 4chan, this VTuber who, like, does this stuff, collecting and organizing lots of VTuber related content from 4chan and reading it in a humorous way. And, like, the content is so insane, but the stuff that they laugh about and they make jokes about is so wrong. And it's like, seeing the way some of those, some really degenerate people function is just like, it's funny in the moment, but if you stop to think about it, that these are things that actual people are saying, it is really messed up. And, like, but yeah, so I've been watching, like, it's like, it's been a wide variety of stuff, right? And so I've been watching the 4chan stuff, all the drama stuff with the Selen Doki Bird situation. Like, so many people are getting in and farming that for content. I'm like, holy cow. Like, it is ridiculous. Now there's like some like YouTube, some lawyer who's a YouTuber that's like doing streams breaking down the situation. I think he's done like 3 or 4 streams related to the situation, breaking stuff down about like all the legalities and stuff of what's going on with just what's been publicly released. And like, it's nuts. And like, the drama tubers are getting burnt out from all of this content that they're making related to all this stuff. I think one of the drama tubers was like, yo, Niji, can you at least spread this out across the year? It's only February. And I had to chuckle at that one because that's funny. That's funny. Like, yeah, it's only February. You don't need to go that hard, Niji. But honestly, for everybody's sakes, I hope that the Niji drama is over for now, that everything is going to get dealt with behind the scenes by lawyers, that everyone can just move on, and we can just go back to enjoying our VTubers. Speaking of VTubers, yeah. You know, it's really funny. All this drama and the 4chan stuff and the chaos. And just like my mind and the direction my mind has gone has really made me start watching more stuff from Tokyo Sora, the first VTuber from Hololive, the VTuber that kind of kicked off like VTubing as a medium in the format we know it today. And I was just thinking like how much so it started with this funny silly idea about like how I interact with people with like who know me and know my love of VTubers and the VTubing community and all that stuff, right? So I had this funny like, you know, you imagine situations that would never happen, and you just you daydream, right? And I had one of those, right? And I was like, what if? Yes, the idol VTuber. Like, if you get in deep to some of the story of like how Hololive was created, it's nuts. It's so nuts. Like, originally, Cover Corp, I think, was gonna make some like VR tools and things, and like Sora and A-chan were brought on board to advertise the VR stuff, but they kind of like commandeered Hololive Productions and like convinced Yago to bring on more idols and to completely pivot into doing VTuber stuff. And it just like, it made history. And there's some people make jokes about like, imagine being that tech bro who just wants to make NFTs and sell games, and two high school girls completely commandeer your company and change history. And you know, just the legend of Tokyo Sora. But anyway, so I was imagining this theory, this scene about like, what if there was a doppelganger? Someone had like was pretending to be me, and my friends had to figure out which one of us was the real me. But exactly. So I was like, what could my friends say if someone just knew, like, that's actually really interesting that you bring up that comparison, Nabiru. But it's really funny because I was like, what if my friends had to ask someone who just knew my public identity, didn't know anything about my VTuber life, and just knew my public identity, trying to determine which one's the real me, right? And I'm like, you know what would be a really good question? Asking some kind of variation of who is the goddess of music. And like, someone who just knows my public life is like, well, I was raised Catholic and now I'm non-denominational Christian, and as such don't worship any specific goddess or acknowledge yada yada. And like me, the real me would be like Tokyo Sora, because in some of my TTRPG campaigns, I have used Sora as a goddess of music, and like like it's very fitting. So that got me thinking. So that whole like what if scenario spinning around in my head, right, got me thinking. And like, I started listening to more Sora music, and I watched a thing about the history of Hololive, and then like, some of the music was really catchy and really got to me, like Step and Go, and one of her newer ones, Beyond. Dark Goddess Callie. Ooh. You could theoretically do an entire pantheon of VTubers. You could do, like, I'm not sure if I have the dedication. This actually occurred to me earlier, is like, you could theoretically do an entire fantasy world where the entire pantheon is VTubers. Like, it is entirely possible. It is entirely possible. I don't know how good it would be, but it's doable. But I've been on that kick for a little while, and then today had a really good meeting with the people that I'm planning to do, because I've mentioned it before, so it's not like a new reveal, but I'm working on a plan to do a streamed game of Perfect Draw. I'm working on a plan to do a streamed game of Perfect Draw, and that's a thing that I'm working on. And I've been trying to talk to the groups of people, the people that I want to have in the game. And today we had a meeting with pretty much everybody, all 4 players, and we were nailing down character stuff, lines and veils, and other safety tools and stuff. It was really funny. So like, I use lines and veils in all of my games. For reference, lines and veils deal with boundaries. It's a safety tool. Anything that someone defines as a line is a definite thing that cannot be in the campaign. Can't be referenced, can't be named, just absolutely, positively cannot be in the campaign. Can't be in the game. And then a veil is something that, if it is in the game, it has to be essentially behind a veil, described only vaguely or slightly referenced, never graphically described, never on screen, never like horrifically or detailed descriptions. And ever since I learned those things, I've used them in all my games, right? And every time when I'm playing with new people, it's kind of silly, where I'm like, okay, everybody, we're doing lines and veils. And people who've never played with me before are just like, what? Or people who've never done it before are just like, what are those? And then I have to remember that not everybody uses the same safety tools that I do. And then I have to explain what lines and veils are, and how we implement them, and like what is involved with all of that. With trying to make sure that like everybody's comfortable and everybody's safe. And that's always interesting. You know, that's always interesting and exciting in its own manner. But we got a bunch of stuff nailed down about characters. I had to get up early, and I gotta take a shower probably after stream. I was up early, and I was just like really tired. And we were dealing with all that stuff. And talking about characters and about cards. It was fun, and I'm really happy. I finally got to introduce my partner. Yeah, it is really good to set limits and comforts of the players. Yeah. So like, my partner is one of the players, and one of the other players is someone I won't name yet because I don't want to like get people's hopes up or whatever in case something happens. But one of the players is a close friend of mine that I've wanted to introduce to my partner for a while. So it was fun to finally introduce these two people. And it was all of the people in the group, none of them knew each other. None of them had ever been in games with each other. None of them know each other. The only thing they all have in common is me. So then somebody made the reference that I'm kind of like the Nick Fury. And I'm like, so I kind of did my version of the Nick Fury speech. Like, I had a dream that we could get together people who could work together to take on the challenges that we couldn't take on alone. And somebody was like, card games. I'm like, yeah, card games. It was so funny. But oh my gosh, why did I get suddenly hungry? I ate like 4 hours ago. Oh, that's why I'm hungry. Because I ate 4 hours ago. And I just had nuggies. That's all I ate. That's all I've eaten today. Well, okay, no. I ate 2 vegan chicken sandwiches this morning. Small vegan chicken sandwiches this morning before I took my medicine and went to bed. So that was like 8 o'clock this morning. I did that. And then after that, I didn't eat till like 5 o'clock. Or just before 5. Anyway. And as I'm sure you've noticed, we still have not got the new music. I haven't been able to parse through it all yet. I've just been so overwhelmed with stuff. Like, if it's not one thing, it's another. We have a Yugi. We have a Yugi. Also, for some reason, I started having trouble breathing last night. I had to use my inhaler. It was really weird. I just had, like, felt this heaviness in my chest and had trouble breathing. And like, I feel like I'm past the flu, so I don't know what it was. But it gets so hot down here in the basement because like the furnace is down here. So like when the furnace kicks off to pump heat through the rest of the house, it just gets really warm down here and I get like all sweaty and sticky and icky. We're hoping to put on a really cool show for all of you. So stuff is still in the works. There was one thing where like the kind of MacGuffin thing that the players share that's their mystic artifact. I was gonna ask the players and be like, what do you want your artifact to be that you all share? And they're all like, we don't even know what the role this plays in the story. And I'm like, darn, they're right. And they're like, you need to make up the artifact and then we'll come up with how it connects to us. So I'm like, though Okusen had a brilliant idea. So Okusen had the idea that for their artifact to have it be the playmat they play their cards on. So that got me thinking, what if it's like a big mural that they found in 4 pieces and that they use as playmats, but if they bring it together it makes a whole big picture. And I'm like, that's cool. But I gotta figure out all that stuff. We're working out archetypes and art, and I still have to. I want to talk to the people who did, who are doing, whatchamacallit, Dimension Chasers, and ask them how they do multiple tables in the same room of Tabletop Simulator, because if I can figure that out, then I could, it would help with having a set thing that I could use for whenever they go to battle. But I can't really design that till I know how to make all of that work. Anyway, it's all coming up on 9:20. It's 9:17 now. Let's get started with the actual gaming of tonight's gaming stream. All right. All right. Black sheep. Ba 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 ba. Okay. What was I doing? I am supposed to be. That is not the button. That is not the button I wanted. That is still not the button I wanted. Someone on Twitter made a joke about Gal Geiger getting an incomplete dub. I really want Gal Geiger to get a full dub. Only the first 25 episodes of Gal Geiger got dubbed. I'm hoping with like all of its re-releases and its popularity and everything that it gets a full dub. Alright, and oh my gosh. Okay. Awesome. Outstanding. Okay. All right, let's get everything rolling. Alrighty. So this is Armored Core 3 Silent Line, the sequel to Armored Core 3. Where there is this humanity has made it to the surface of Earth, and there is this mysterious silent line, and everything that gets around it gets into has to deal with some dangers. Load data, Armored Core Silo Mine. Sortie 13, okay. Okay, good. No, actually, hold on. Let me put... Wait a second. Wait a second. Boop. Can't believe I didn't think to do this before. We'll see how this looks. I'm worried that might cover up some of the screen. No, that just looks silly. We'll try it like this for a stream. I'll take a look at the VOD, see how it looks. Okay. So, this is my main mech for missions. This is my main mech for tournament, for arena. Let's go try the arena for a little bit. Okay. Solo. After being betrayed by a raven who he thought was his friend, Solo decided it was time to strike out on his own. He no longer accepts missions that require him to work alongside others, and now he operates an AC more conducive to solitary combat. So I got 2 sniper rifles, missile launcher, shields on the sides, and some kind of an energy cannon on the back, but it's probably going to have to stop moving to fire it. Bobcat. See what we got. Let's try out my very unique layout. Ooh, that howitzer shot really saved me. It wore me down real bad there. Ooh. No replay. That howitzer shot really saved me. $36K credits. This lightweight AC design suits the pilot to a T, providing him with the speed he needs in order to execute close-in attacks with his favorite weapon, the blade. When unable to close on an opponent, the dual chain guns are brought to bear. Ooh. Are those blade arms? Those are blade arms. This is gonna get sticky. Okay. Because I think he has to stop moving to fire those chain guns. I realize my fighting style is very uninspired, but it is very utilitarian because I am not super great at action games. All right, 38K. Ooh, Iron Man. I don't know if they can they use that name? Let's see if I can at least make it out of C rank before 10 p.m. Appropriately named, Iron Man normally gives his opponent a chance to get in a few hits before retaliating. He does this to give them the impression that they've gained the upper hand, when in fact nothing could be further from the truth. Hyper alloy. Oh. Oh. I think those are missile arms. I might need to change over to my backup mech to get the... Let me try this with this one and see if I can outmaneuver him. He's not going to be very fast, so the howitzer is going to be doing a bunch of damage, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, jeez. Oh, whoa. I was doing fine till I got hit with that last one. Holy cow. I gotta shoot that slow-moving one out of the air. I wonder if there's a thing to let me target and shoot down incoming missiles. I feel like as slow as missiles are, that should be a thing. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, we're changing over. Ooh, I was talking about getting out of C rank. I'm getting bopped over here with these giant missile arms. Those things were huge. All right. Okay. All right, Iron Man, let's try this out. Oh, wow. Equipping things to make sure that he can't hit me just kind of renders that an entire moot point. That's funny. That's actually hilarious. Anti-missile system for the win. 41k credits. What is Shatter? Are you another missile mech? Should I just keep this? Howitzer, extra ammo. It's like flamethrower. I probably want to be fast moving for this one. His motivation for joining the Raven Order is to exact revenge on the one responsible for slaughtering his family all those years ago. The need to see that justice is superseded by all else given. His steady progress. Zero's days seem numbered. Oh, so one of the other Ravens. Who's Zero? Oh, Zero is A2. Okay. Alright. Oh, I have mail. Shatter. Word on the street is that you've good run of it lately. Well, that ends now. My grudge with Zero isn't settled yet, and no one is getting past me before I've got to him. Yeah, see, that's not how that's going to work. First, let me save. AC name Spite. I think it's a thing where that howitzer does a bunch of damage with very low ammo, so it's got high ammo parts to increase the ammo. So if I can survive the howitzer rounds, I should be fine. Ooh. That bazooka did a bunch of damage. Holy cow. That hurt. I'm glad that new Armored Core gameplay is like more dynamic and it's not just circle strafing and shooting. All right. Excuse me. G. G's preferred combat style can be best described as in your face. He fears no Raven, and this fact becomes steadily apparent from the moment you enter the arena to face him. His matches against Iron Man are always a hit with the crowd. I bet I might need the anti-missile system for this one. I need the anti-missile system for this one. Oh my gosh. I almost won that fight. I can win that fight. I can win that fight. I can win that. That could have gone either way. Those cannon arms are brutal. Ah. Okay. All right. Gotta go to the backup plan. Gotta bring the anti-missile system, because I mean, I'm not going to be as fast, but I'm not dodging those cannon shots anyway, because the AI can track me, and it can lead me. Come on, I can't. Oh my gosh. It's so fast. It stays in my blind spot so easily. Why don't we equip tank treads and just bring chain guns? Could do that. Ooh. Ooh, I was close. Well, not close, but I had a lot of HP left, but it could have gone much worse. I'll take it. I'll take the win. Alright, one more left in C rank. Then I fight to get out of C rank to B rank. Ooh, got new mail. Karam. Reputation as a skilled mission specialist precedes you, but don't let it go to your head. Here in the arena, you're nothing but a second-rate pilot. It was my pleasure to show you exactly what I mean. I'll be waiting. Ooh, now we gotta fight you. Let me save. I'm getting all this money, but like, I'm gonna need to like buy. I'm probably gonna want to buy a bunch of parts so I can have them for the next game. Because Nexus, second-rate pilot with a third-rate mech. Exactly. Let me see what this one was packing. Missiles, rifle, energy blade. I'll bring missiles for this one. According to a few fellow pilots, Karam should not be living. He has escaped certain death more times than anyone can recall and has never offered an explanation for this odd phenomenon. Lady Luck surely watches over this pilot. Let's see if you hold up. Oh, they had a high heat rifle. Oh, that was not a very good match. I kind of just was shooting at him. My anti-missile system once again saved me. But I was getting to the point where I might need to upgrade my weapons loadout. 72K. All right. Gonna have to be spending money soon in order to get some more parts. So I can optimize a little bit. All right. See if I can climb out. What are you? Are you a missile boat? Those are missile arms, and those are cannon arms. This is going to be messy. Not want to take part in mission assignments. He favors the intense action of head-to-head arena combat to the exclusion of everything else. He pilots a heavy AC decked out with high-power weapons and shows no mercy once a match begins. Bruiser. All right. Oh, I have to look at Revolution. Why can I not target him? Do I need to move forward with the... Not firmly established in the arena, he has earned the respect of those who once had their doubts. From here on, there can be no mistakes. Any hesitation whatsoever is guaranteed to have fatal consequences. Okay. Why is it not letting me fight him? I guess this might be one of the things where I have to move forward with the story. Okay. Sure, I guess. Can I target the next person? No. That's weird. All right, sure. We'll just go back to doing regular missions then. Blowing things up with my Kurosawa rifle. Because energy weapons on missions means no ammunition cost. Okay, what mission have we got? We have one mission. Defend the factory. Reverse joint MTs, aerial combat MTs, unknown number, destroy all forces. Let me save state. Okay. Saved state. Let's go. Oh, this one. Mm-hmm.
The area surrounding the factory is rich in minerals, which, despite the obvious dangers, is the reason we maintain our presence there.
And now you're making that my problem.
A reward has been arranged that is in line with the difficulty of this mission. Mirage's efforts to seize the factory must be foiled.
Do I get any backup? Nope. Just me. And I have to avoid. This is the one where I have to keep fighting and avoid the missile. Avoid the orbital laser.
Main system engaging combat mode. Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
Raven, we're tracking the satellite's progress now. It will be in range soon. Watch yourself. Cannon bursts imminent. Keep moving.
Ah. I might have to change legs to a lighter leg setup so I can go faster.
Main system engaging combat mode. Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
Oh my gosh. I think that was the last one. I think that was the last one. Okay. We'll try one more time before I go back and change my loadout.
Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
Raven, we're tracking the satellite's progress now. It will be in range soon. Watch yourself. Cannon bursts imminent. Keep moving.
Let me see if I can fail this mission. I don't think I failed one yet, but I might have to. Ooh. So it is possible to fail this mission. Okay. Let's head back to the garage. Okay. What's the weight on this one? What's this one? How does this do? Moving ability has more moving ability. Turn speed 136. Uh, all right. $693, $537. So this is kind of like a cross between. This should do something. We'll see. Let's see how this performs. Yeah, this moves a lot better.
Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
Raven, we're tracking the satellite's progress now. It will be in range soon. Watch yourself. Cannon burst is imminent. Keep moving. Unidentified target detected.
What?
The enemy is withdrawing. Finish off those you can.
Come on, where's this thing? Okay, first I have to deal with you. I deal with you. Barely pulled through that. Oh, hold on. What? Who's left? Oh, what? There's an AC here? Nope. There's an AC just showed up. That's not an AC. That's one of those special units. Okay. Okay. All right. That's one of those special units that the Silent Line are deploying. Okay. Okay. We're just taking a loss this mission.
Because of an oversight, our Mirage...
I made it to the end of the mission, and I still lost.
Combat system engaged.
Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
Raven, we're tracking the satellite's progress now. It will be in range soon. Watch yourself.
Okay. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. LA Draws, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Welcome. LA Raid is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, welcome everybody. For those of you who don't know, I am Oriansenshi. I am a mech pilot VTuber. And I enjoy playing mech games and sci-fi stuff, and oddly, The Legend of Dragoon, which is kind of like magical sci-fi, but it's a whole nother story. Anyway, I do variety content. And I do all kinds of stuff. I welcome all of you. Thank you all for coming. And it's great to have you all here. Always remember the Star Hunter motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always stop to enjoy the memes. I have been stuck on this mission for like the last 30 minutes. I'm trying to defeat an orbital laser, and when I finally outlast the orbital laser and defeat all the grunts, there was a boss waiting for me. So, we're playing Armored Core Silent Line, the sequel to Armored Core 3. Which is a classic Armored Core game. It plays very differently than Armored Core 6, but it is still a great game, and I am having a blast with it. So welcome on board. Let me... Oh, that was not the button I wanted. Hold on, I was just adjusting something. Oh. Okay. There we go. But yes, welcome aboard. It was great. It's great to have you. What were you doing, LA? What were you doing in your stream, LA? What were you doing in your stream? I don't know if you're still here.
Bursts imminent. Keep moving.
Play the quarry. What's the quarry about? Come on. It's a horror game. That sounds on brand for LA. Quick time event kind of play. Okay. Oh, somebody, thank you for following a whole herd of cats. Welcome to the Star Hunters, where we shoot through the stars, have wonderful adventures, live our dreams, and always stop to enjoy the memes. Welcome aboard. I hope that you have a blast here, and I'm always grateful to have new people in the community. I feel like I'm about to lose this mission.
Unidentified target detected. The enemy is withdrawing. Finish off those you can.
Ow. Ooh. Was that all of them? I swear, if I die to a stray round from some random enemy... Oh my gosh. Oh, I beat the boss and I died to a random grunt. I died to a random grunt. No, I refuse. I refuse. No, I died to a random grunt. Oh my gosh. I defeat the boss, the mini boss or whatever, and I died to a random grunt that I hadn't killed yet. Oh, I abjectly refuse. I abjectly refuse. We are save stating that.
Combat system engaged.
Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
Raven, we're tracking the satellite's progress now. It will be in range soon. Watch yourself.
Oh. War Bandit Hades, thanks for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome in. For those of you who don't know me, I am Oriansenshi. My friends call me Ori or Orion, or you can call me Senshi. I am a mech pilot VTuber. I am always looking to inspire others to achieve new heights, have a blast, and live life to the greatest that they can. Always remember the Star Hunter motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always stop to enjoy the memes. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank you all for coming. I want you to know that I think that you are wonderful, special, and that I believe that each one of you is a valuable and worthy individual that is deserving of love and worthy of good things to happen. Thank you all for coming, and I appreciate all of you. War Bandit Hades, what were you playing? All right. More battle network. Nice.
Unidentified target detected. The enemy is withdrawing. Finish off those you can.
Nope. I'm out of ammo. I wasted too much ammo. Oh, did I pull that off?
Target destroyed.
More battle network got through Color Man and Elect Man stages. Nice.
That was some great piloting.
I'm gonna go. I know I'm going in the negative for that mission.
Mission complete.
I know I'm going in the negative for that mission because I expended so much ammunition and I took so much damage. Oh my gosh. I know I'm going in the negative. Knew it. Knew it. I spent more on ammunition than the actual reward, not counting what I have to pay to repair my AC. This is why I do the arena. Oh my gosh. This is why I normally use energy weapons for these things, but like I needed to go all out. Yes, the debt, exactly. Oh, I got new mail. First, let me save. This is why I do the arena as I go, because I need, and I don't spend a bunch of money on parts, because for whatever reason in this game, selling parts comes out, if you buy a part and then you resell that part, you come out at a loss, which I think is really dumb considering how often you have to rebuild your AC. Okay. Whew. I'm glad this message finds you alive and well, Raven. The following is my report on what was learned during your most recent mission. The satellite weapon you encounter was most likely put into service around the same time that Laird came into being. Its purpose is obviously to defend the borders of the Silent Line. The unknown units that have been wreaking havoc on outlying facilities would also seem to serve a similar purpose. What I can't figure out, though, is what are they protecting and why are they still protecting it? You don't put those kind of assets in place for no reason at all. Okay. Part reward. Congratulations on your new rank. Your performance reflects well on your operation. You will be rewarded. A new product has been made available in the shop. Ka Samurai 12 AC weapon arm part. We hope proves additionally useful to your arsenal. I think that's the blade arms. Greetings, Raven. I've recently made the move from MT operator to AC. Oh, congratulations, Ronan. And though I'm still getting accustomed to the change, I can't say enough about the unit's performance. Please get in touch if you find yourself in need of a partner. See, these little story bits of like MT pilots graduating to become AC pilots is like really, really cool and some great story building in the middle of the missions and the fights and everything else. Let me see what arms those were. Yeah, they're the blade arms. Not going to buy them because I need money in case I go negative. Weapon pods. Okay. Barely pulled that off. I barely pulled that off. Holy cow. I want to get all these parts before I move on to Nexus. But, like, it's going to be rough. Ooh, boosters. I could buy boosters. But, let's save. I think I saved already. Did I save already? Got some crazy advice on Battle Network about a super crazy program advance. Ooh, nice. Nice. Alright. Next mission, what do we got? Eliminate rioters, 5 patrol MTs, 4 high-end MTs. Okay. Is it wrong I still have to look up a guide for... Hey, no, nothing's wrong with that at all. Long-range missiles, objective intercept missiles. Helicopter other, prevent solar collector destruction. So I gotta shoot down missiles? Let's try these eliminate rioters. This one, like, it kind of emphasizes that idea that your Raven is not a good guy. Plus, that's a big fat chunk of money. Oh, geez. No backup? Oh, jeez. That's rough.
Raven, they've moved into the building. Take them out.
They thought we were kidding, huh? Let's show them how serious we really are.
Main system engaging combat mode.
They're preparing to set the charges. You'll have to work fast. There's no time to waste. Hurry.
I'm in an elevator shaft. What do you want from me? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Am I going the right way? Okay, so I'm starting from the top. Spending most of my time on this elevator. I have to jump over to that building? How do I get in? Nope.
Leaving combat area. Aborting mission.
Ah. I wish they'd give me a detailed map of where I'm supposed to go. I can take these guys, I just gotta know where they are.
Raven, they've moved into the building.
Main system engaging combat mode.
They're preparing to set the charges. You'll have to work fast. There's no time to waste. Hurry.
Okay. I'm expecting there to be a surprise AC at the end. I'm hoping they're not, but... Ah, I was worried about this.
Mine, Raven.
Yeah, I have to defeat her. Ooh, got lucky there.
The enemy is retreating. Mission complete.
Ooh, that was close.
Objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Okay. Ooh, that was a close fight. Did I stop right next to a part? Yeah, that's fair. I still went positive, which was nice. I still went positive, which was nice. Only because I used energy weapons. Oh, excuse me. All right. All of this is because I carried over the Kurosawa from Armored Core 3. That weapon has kind of carried me through the missions because it does so much damage and has so much. All right, what have we got? What have we got here? This one's the bigger pay. Shooting down missiles? That's... I could probably do that with the Kurosawa. All right, let me save state. Let's try this repel assault.
The past few days have brought with them an increase in enemy activity in the areas bordering one of our solar power conversion plants.
Mm-hmm.
We believe an attack is imminent.
Okay.
This plant is the sole provider of power to other facilities we operate in the area and is vital to our interests.
Okay.
Efforts are underway to reinforce the plant's defenses, but the key power hookup for the newly installed gun batteries has yet to be completed. The power hookup requires linking the gun batteries to the solar collectors. Prevent the collectors from being destroyed while final preparations are made.
Okay, let me make sure I save state. Cool. Okay. Ugh.
Facility in sight. Commencing attack.
AC identified its long spear.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Raven, we're still working on the power hookup. We'll provide backup as soon as the guns are online.
I didn't realize there was going to be an AC right at the start. Well, looks like we're going back into debt.
Combat system engaged.
Raven, we're still working on the power hookup. We'll provide backup as soon as the guns are online.
Nope.
Defenses damaged. Cannot continue combat.
You know, we're going to try the Vargas Airport. We're just going to try the Vargas Airport. We're going to try the other one. We are just going to try the other one and shoot down those missiles. And we're just going to hope somebody else does the repel assault.
Raven, a series of exhaust plumes have just been registered by our early warning missile detection system. The launches appear to have originated somewhere behind the silent.
Oh, this is plot related.
Analysis of the missile trajectories indicates that Vargas Airport is the intended target. There is still time before they reach the airport, but we must act quickly. Take up position on the airfield and destroy the missiles as they approach. The airport's stationary defenses can't be relied upon to take out all targets. Your presence will be the deciding factor in this engagement.
Good. We get back up. Hey. You were a pain in my butt. So I know you're probably good. Ronin is another one of those that came up. So the question is, do I want more or do I want better? You've got long range stuff and you've got missiles and rockets. We're taking you for a ride, Firebird. Silent debt line because you can't say debt because it's silent. Exactly, Nabiru. Exactly.
Raven, the missiles will be in range soon.
Oh no, one of the stationary defenses got taken out by missiles.
Wave is approaching.
Okay, I don't know how many waves there are. I wish they told me how many waves I gotta wade through. You got hit by one missile. Shut up.
Mission failed. System switch.
Okay. There, got highly mobile team. We got a long-range energy rifle. I'll station myself on top of the air traffic control. I should probably bring an anti-missile system.
Raven.
Main system. Engaging combat.
I'm gonna laugh if I bring an anti-missile system and it just does all of this. That was dumb. Okay.
A second wave is approaching.
That came from right behind us. Okay, that one was on me. Okay, alright. That wasn't so bad. The only damage the tower took was when I accidentally shot it, and I'm probably going to get docked for that. Probably going to get docked for that, and that's fine. Yeah, special deduction. Oh, fuel truck. Really? That's funny. That wasn't entirely my fault, so I'll take it. I still want the positive. Hopefully we get more information about the silent line. Ooh, new mail. First, let me save. Okay. Damage control. Highly unacceptable. To make matters worse, Mirage is strengthening its power base. Or to install the progress or gain the upper hand, we'll first have to take care of the threat presented by the Silent Line's defenses. How exactly this is to be accomplished remains unknown, but we're already exploring different options. We'll contact you as soon as a course of action has been decided upon. Okay. You know what's been happening at the borders of the Silent Line, right? What I can't begin to understand is why the corporations still insist on pushing for development in that area. They sustain terrible losses, and yet they seem completely undeterred. It doesn't make any sense. When presented with such obvious threat, shouldn't people accept it at face value and heed the warning? Or should they push on in an attempt to uncover the mystery? What are your thoughts? See, this is a very interesting question, right? Because anything that is set up near the Silent Line gets attacked by these mysterious units, by this orbital laser, by all that stuff, right? Or in this case, like these missiles. And that should humanity just leave the Silent Line alone? Like, we've just come to the surface. We have the entire rest of the planet to build on. So, like, we could build anywhere, but it's kind of in human nature to push the boundaries, to go where no one's gone before, to go where you can't, to see something saying you can't go here and be like, you want to bet. So that's like kind of part of human nature. Not this mission. What do I do? What do I do differently? I have to survive. I have to take out the aerial units. Can I equip? We'll try this one. We'll try this one on for size. This might be the mission I end up failing. Wish I could bring an ally on this mission.
We're still working on the power hookup. We'll provide backup as soon as the guns are online.
I almost lasted that time.
Halting combat and returning to base.
I almost lasted that time. That's funny. Wait, did I change weapon? Did I change ACs? Oh, I'm gonna be mad if I load in and I didn't change ACs. This might be where we end tonight, chat. We've done like 3 missions, so that was pretty good. Which AC am I in? No, I'm in the right one. Okay.
Combat mode.
Raven, we're still working on the power hookup. We'll provide backup as soon as the guns are online. Power hookup complete. Stay clear of the guns, Raven.
Is he out of ammo? He's out of ammo. Ooh. I was close.
Objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Ooh, I only survived because he ran out of ammo. Ooh. Oh, 4 solar collectors got destroyed. Okay, whatever. I went in debt almost as much as I was supposed to be paid for this mission. My AC cost more to repair than I actually would have gotten paid for this mission, not even counting the ammunition and the special deduction. Oh my gosh. Ugh. But we did it, chat. We did it. Ah, excuse me. Okay. We're about a quarter of the way. We've unlocked about a quarter of the things. Let me test something real quick. Okay, so after I made it up to the rank up, and now I can take on the B level things. Okay. All right. Might as well fight this and see if I can take him down with my with this AC. Make back some of that money I just lost. Oh, I should save. Ooh. We take those. Moved out of C rank into B rank. We take those. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay, chat. $90K credits. New mail. Let's see what we got. Arena progress. B rank. We've prepared a record. MWGSRFE8. Well, first, let me save. Made back the money I lost, which is good. I swear, I do the arena just to pay for the amount I have to pay in ammunition whenever I have to get serious on some of those battles. Alright, saved. Let's take a look at this right arm part. What have we got here? Energy-based sniper rifle. 8 shots. Pretty good attack power. Huge range. Holy cow. That's a redonkulous power output. Holy cow. Alright, it's going on 11 o'clock, so let's get to wind down mode. Let's save the game. We moved up a rank in the arena. Cleared 4 missions. Actually, I want to take a look and see what the next missions are going to be so I get an idea of what I'm going to do next time I do this. What missions have we got next? Oh. What? What? You know what? Probably going to be... So normally, War Bandit Hades, I like to start and end my stream with about a half hour of just like chit-chat, hanging out, shooting the breeze, talking about random stuff, and like hearing what people have got to, you know, to say or do or whatever. So normally what I do is I start at 8:30. I go till about, I just kind of do my chit chat intro stuff till 9. Then I do the actual meat and potatoes of the stream from 9 to about 11. And then from 11 to 11:30, we kind of just wind down, hang out, talk about stuff, share memes, and just kind of unwind a little bit for the night after the intensity of a rough night. Let me see. Okay, I was gonna save it, but now I gotta see what this is. What is this AC test arena? That is sketch AF. Because I feel like all of the Ravens are just going to start shooting each other. I feel like we're all just going to start shooting each other. That's honestly what this feels like. That's honestly what this feels like. But you know what? We'll figure that out next time I do an Armored Core stream. So I'm a variety streamer, so I don't do a whole... Like, I bounce around between content and stuff that I do. So I bounce around between different games and different types of content. That's just part of being a variety streamer for me. But I realized I never put my faceplate up this entire stream. I had my faceplate down the entire stream, which is kind of funny. My faceplate open, I mean, the entire stream. I meant to put it up whenever we started getting serious, but I never did, which is funny. And I hope my model wasn't doing weird things. Because my second monitor is not working, I can't like keep track of my model. All right. And yes, my background is a G Gundam cockpit because that's how I pilot my giant robot. That's part of being a mech pilot vtuber. Gotta love the lore, baby. All right, let's see if there's any cool stuff happening. What was there another award show or something? No, that looks like some meme. All right. Let's see if there's any cool stuff. I need to get more pictures of my model doing silly things to use for my thumbnails. Okay. Yeah, that's part of the thing. We stream very similar times, or you stream around the time whenever I'm doing a bunch of other stuff. And like I just do stuff at around that time whenever you're usually streaming. I try to tune in when I can, but I can't make it to every stream, War Bandit Hades. All right. Ooh, did we get announced the voice actor for... I'll drop by every once in a while. I'm not saying I'll never drop by. Oh, Bravern's doing a contest. Yeah, Yeah. All right, you do that. You spread that love, War Bandit Hades. You spread that love. So, sometimes, Bang Bravern, the one of the latest mech shows that's out right now, on their official Twitter X page or whatever, will do these contests where it's like and retweet this thing and follow the account in order to be entered into a contest to get like autographs and stuff. So I always enter. I haven't won anything yet, but it's always worth a shot, you know? All right. Oh, there's a Chibidoki plush. That's cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. So, I wanted to see if I could find it. But I can't find it. Let me see. Here we go. Oh, here it is. I misspelled it. So, for those of you, no problem, Warband Hades. For those of you who don't know, Pomu Rainpuff, is, well, she retired, she graduated, and the actress who portrayed her, decided to make, her personal Twitter account, her X account, public so people could follow her. And so she jumped to like 154.6 thousand followers. Almost like really fast, right? And she's apparently on a trip in Japan. I think she's studying. And she intentionally didn't bring her computer with her. She just brought her tablet in order to not be tempted to work or do anything else so she could focus on what she's there for. And I believe she's there for school. But she's still posting like Twitter Spaces and voice tweets and pictures and stuff of her adventures. And like she's been kind of going on this like whirlwind tour because she really loves idols. So she's been going to these idol cafes and idol concerts and all that stuff and posting pictures of her favorite idols, right? And her fans have been like responding and been like following what she's been doing and all that stuff. And like it's been interesting to see as she's kind of like had this like not quite a reincarnation as a character, but like just being able to be herself and realize that people still enjoy being her content and enjoy being around her, right? she's joked about possibly having a podcast and wondering if anyone would listen to her podcast. And I'm like, I don't think she understands how much her fans love the sound of her voice and would gladly listen to her. Like, there's an entire fan base that would gladly listen to her brain rot over anything, over Metal Gear Solid, over anything. But I follow this YouTube channel that has been like documenting her adventures, and it's just been funny to see this like clip. I think that person used to be a Pomu Rainpuff clipper, and now they're just like doing documenting Dear SQN's adventures now that she's like life after Pomu Rainpuff. Did one of her idols? Oh, Naomi, that's her. That's the name she goes by now, Naomi. Let me see. Let me see if I can find some of her. Where is her? Okay, here it is. So she was talking to one of her Oshis who was like, hey, isn't your Twitter crazy? You have so many followers. And she said, I'm so embarrassed. She's like, I'm happy. Please help spread the whatever love or whatever. I also saw you put my name in your bio. I want to thank you for that last time. I'm translating your tweets. And she said, I told her my former job, and she was like, go back to doing it. I must follow what my Oshi tells me to do. And the community has been going nuts because her former job was being Pomu Rainpuff. So everybody's just like, yo, what? Yo, what? Like, I swear, like, if she's like, oh, I don't have a computer because I'm in Japan, she could throw up, like, a gaming rig on Throne and have it funded in no time flat. If she's like, if I get this funded, I'll stream again or whatever. But like, it's just really fun when the community's just like, don't give me hope. But I think that's really cute that like she's kind of getting that vacation after years of streaming and hard work. I like this one. Born to love Oshis, forced to be the Oshi. It's just really funny. That like she's living on in this great life. I would laugh if like when she does her, if she does a return to form, if she does that, that one scene that one Metal Gear Solid game has, if you haven't logged in a while, I think it was Metal Gear Solid 4, where it's like the men were getting restless without you, without you around or something. I think that's funny. Let's get some memes to share. Memes. What? Why is my model's mouth? Okay, I was like, why was my model's mouth not moving when I was talking? I was like, what? What do you? Alright. Let's see if we find it there. It's always cool for me to see Juan Mango out in the wild doing his volleyball thing. So I guess to tell you a little bit of the story of Juan Mango. He was someone who I knew from Vanguard. That he then did Buddy Fight for a while, but he was really involved in Vanguard. And he had this dream that he wanted to put together the biggest card game circuit in the area, and he coordinated with all of these I can't remember what it was called, oh my gosh, but he coordinated with all these card shops. So all of these card shops would have small tournaments that would be qualifiers. And then if you won the tournament, you got a certificate that said that you could go to the actual championship that would be the best person in the tri-state area, right? And those things were intense. It was really exciting. It was really cool being a part of like a tournament community, right? But I just saw him on Facebook. I was like, oh yeah, he's doing good. Alrighty. Oh wow. I didn't even realize it was that old. Apparently, oh, it was 4 days ago. Apparently 4 days ago was the 21st anniversary of Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Oh, more stuff about that. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Hold on, I gotta share something. I got a couple memes I want to share with you all. Okay, I got a couple memes. One of these days, I'm going to actually make a meme review thing, so I don't have to just jank this around. Okay, cool. First, I saw this. This girl says, I'm so excited for Valentine's Day because I work and I'm going to tell my customers that my boyfriend dumped me, so I decided to cover another girl's shift and I'm going to get so many pity tips. Yo. That is some like forehead level of planning and thought and all that jazz. That is some pro tier stuff right there. That's getting that bag. And then there's another one that is it's not a meme per se, but it is kind of a meme. But it was a little like thing I saw posted on, I think it was Hero Girl's Discord server, and I straight up told them like I'm stealing this because it's so funny. Girl's hitting a bong. Cat walks in, stares, runs out the room, runs downstairs. First thought, he's going to tell my mom. Oh. I don't know why. But just this thought of being so high you're scared that your cat's going to rat you out is hilarious. I don't know why. It's just so good. It is just so good. I just had to share it. Let's see. Oh, any cool memes? Oh my gosh, someone made an anime opening for The Sopranos. No! So, I was talking to Silva the other day. And, like, Silva was talking about how much they don't like Frozen. And they think Moana was just a better movie, right? And, like, I wanted to get defensive because Frozen was a very special movie to me, right? When I saw Frozen, I was in an unhappy relationship where I constantly felt like I had to be somebody else. I constantly felt like I had to put on some kind of a mask because I was trying to be, I was trying to look, I was masking really hard. I had to look like a more functional member of society in order to try to, like, impress my then fiance's or girlfriend slash fiance's family. And there was a lot of stuff involved with that. And the song Let It Go really spoke to me as a song about just not being bound by everyone else's expectations, not being tied down to everybody else's thoughts and feelings and rules. But I also know that a lot of people liked Let It Go. A lot of people liked Frozen. And when Silva was kind of like, not bashing it, but more of just like expressing how they felt about it, I wanted to get defensive. Then I had to take a step back and be like, okay, just because it felt like a lot to me doesn't mean that it's the best thing in the world. And also acknowledging that someone saying they dislike something that is important to me is not a personal attack, right? And I had to think about how many times has Silva talked about something they like that I dislike, that I've expressed that I dislike it. We have disagreements, and that's how friends communicate. Like, you communicate through that. And I'm like, if I want other people to be understanding whenever I express to them my dislike of something that they happen to be passionate about, then I need to learn to be like, to reciprocate, you know? And that was really cool to really process that for a little bit. Though it was really funny because Silva said that they liked Let It Go, that Let It Go 2 was a better movie. And I'm like, oh, yes, it was so much of a better movie. And then Silva's like, because they made fun, not Let It Go 2, it's Frozen 2, sorry. Frozen 2 was a better movie because in Frozen 2 there was a scene where they made fun of her singing Let It Go. It's like, that's why it's a better movie. And I'm like, well, you know, there's also the fact that like Olaf struggled with existential dread for the entire movie. It showed about trauma and depression, and understanding your history. Listen, don't at me, Nabiru. Sometimes I unironically listen to Disney songs, okay? I watched Frozen 2 in theaters. At least I know I'm safe because nobody clips me. But yeah, and that was a whole thing. Like Frozen 2, I think, was a vastly better movie because it dealt with much more intense topics of spirituality and belonging, and like, I don't know, I really like the character Kristoff, because like he's always willing to like be the helper, which is something I can identify with. Like, even whenever he's struggling with so many of his own things, right? He saw Anna was in trouble. He comes in, scoops her up from keeping the rock monsters from stepping on her, and the first thing he says is, "I'm here. What do you need?" He doesn't say, "I'm here. We're going to do this. I'm here. We're going to do that." He just says, "I'm here. What do you need?" And I think that that's a very powerful like concept. Let's see. Oh, apparently somebody made a mod to remove the cringe internet language. Frozen 2 was a disappointment to me because it undermined my personal interpretation of Frozen 1, which involved Elsa's lack of control being a struggle with mental illness. That's valid. That's fair. I'd say that you could still I guess kind of come to that concept, because like the entire concept in Frozen 2 is that she's trying to mask, she's trying to be someone she's not. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like at some point it was more than just the voices in her head, and I kind of interpreted it as her being connected to something larger than herself. She had a role to play in the grand tapestry of life, and she was trying to mask and pretend to be someone that she wasn't. She wasn't cut out for being a queen in a castle, following society's rules and trying to use her power as little as possible. But also, I don't want to invalidate your feelings, multi-star chick, right? You bring up a very valid point that, like, it does seem a little bit bizarre and a little bit odd, that like the solution is for her to follow the voices in her head and then to say that the voices was actually something. So I don't know, that's something to think about. I hadn't thought about it that way. I always looked at it as her like just struggling with, like I said, masking and not being cut out for it, and like trying to constantly this struggle between trying to be who she was well, that was, I think part of that was introducing this concept that like Elsa's abilities, like they kind of went Fifth Element with it, where like she was the fifth element, and her abilities and the magic was tied to the spirituality of the natives of that land. That was kind of, hey, no, there's nothing wrong with being a little bit nitpicky. I think one of the great things about being an adult that consumes media is being able to look at that media in a critical and unique light and be able to pick apart what you like, what you don't like, and look at it with a much more mature lens that you couldn't look at when you were a kid. I think being able to just constantly turn the gem and look at and understand a new facet of it, and just constantly turning the gem like a jeweler turning and examining a gem before their like monocle or whatever, looking for new facets. It's something that I think is a real great joy of being an adult that consumes media. And for me, how I always took it was that her powers came from her mother's heritage as being connected to the land of her mother's homeland, her mother left her homeland in order to follow the guy that she, the prince that she saved, and they ended up having a Disney future or whatever, and having kids. And there was some part of her that was trying to reject her heritage. And that just like was this idea of rejection of self. Yes, the trolls are extremely powerful with the fact that they can alter memories that makes them extremely capable and extremely dangerous. But I think my favorite part of Frozen 2, of all of it, has to be the song Anna sings, "The Next Right Thing." Because like Anna, her sister left her behind and shut her out, and once again would not talk to her about the problems that she was struggling with. She'd gotten separated from Kristoff, and her and Kristoff were constantly had started fighting due to misunderstandings and just their different personality and communication styles clashing. She was in a strange land with new people. She'd found out these things about her family history and her family being involved in like trying to manipulate the natives in this far off land. And there was this looming threat to her home, and everything was going haywire, and she just did not know what to do. And in that moment, no fairy godmother showed up and said, "This is the next thing to do." The whole point of the song is when she says, when you have nothing else, when you don't know what to do the next right thing. Just look at what is the next right thing that you need to do. Say, what is and then after you do that, then you say, what is the next thing that I need to do? And take it one step at a time until you figure out where you're going. And that is something I can really identify with when you're feeling overwhelmed and just overburdened, that sometimes you can't think of the big picture. You can't think about where you're going. Sometimes in that moment, all you can do is just do the next right thing and just say, I'm doing one step, one thing at a time. And I think that's really powerful. It's one of my favorite songs. I think I like that, and I like the final version of Aurora, the song when Elsa finally comes to understand her like her innate connection to the land that her mother was from. And the connection to the spiritual power that was there. She was looking for someone to tell her who she was, and the reality was this was like she had to be who she was. And I really like the song. But I hear they're making a Frozen 3, I think. Hold on, let me check. Let me look that up. oh my gosh, so many fan theories. So Frozen 3 is confirmed for 2026. Okay, so we've got 2 years. I'm curious where they're gonna go from here. Though, so one thing, kind of a side spin-off, right? Which, if you don't have kids, you probably wouldn't notice this, but there are these YouTube channels for kids that make these skits that play out all kinds of stuff. There's ones where they're playing out these stories with like little action figures and dollhouses, and they're like playing out the story with the figurines and the dollhouses, and they're using like kind of familiar names. And some of those are really creepy. Like I've seen some of those, and like it's like somebody took like a creepypasta and is like acting it out with dolls. Like some of them are just really weird. And it's one of those things where if you say something in an excited voice, kids don't exactly understand what's happening, right? And then some of them are ones where like they're acting out these skits with these very like cheesy, low budget effects and doing stuff like princess superheroes where they have all the Disney where they have these people in the skits playing as Disney princesses that all have superpowers and have to do things, kind of playing on the eternal popularity of Disney princesses, and then melding that with the newer thing of superheroes being more in the popular zeitgeist. Yeah. So like seeing the stuff with like Elsa and Anna and like I think it's like Jasmine and Belle and then having the people in these costumes and doing these skits. Just the stuff you see, you know. Mm. All right, let's see. Oh, it's after 11:30. We need to start winding down. No, apparently Gundam Seed Freedom got to like #1 on the charts and stuff in Japan. Someone got a oh, was that a concert? What is this? What is this? What are your secrets? What are your secrets, internet? Translate. Oh, there was some kind of a concert. Gundam Seed Freedom, Festival Freedom. To a new future. Oh, I wonder if that's like a... Ah. Well, we'll probably get some stuff with Gundam Seed Freedom sometime in the next few years. One thing I've seen that's really funny that makes me want to play Super Robot Wars 30 is a bunch of people. I don't know if it's the same person or if it's a bunch of people, but on this Facebook thing, I've been sharing images. Let me show you. People have been sharing images of different characters. Of course it's huge. Of course it's huge. People have been sharing images of different characters reacting to Debonair, the villain from Magic Knights of Magic Knight Ray Earth. And it's been funny seeing all the different characters that have like reacted in this scene to like Debonair. And I guess it, depending on who you bring in your party, it changes what lines are said there. And like the thought of that crossover and all that stuff involved in Super Robot Wars is really exciting to me. It makes me very excited to play Super Robot Wars 30 on stream. After I've cleared a couple more games off my palette right now, I'll probably bring that into the fold. But I think it's just funny that different characters reacting to Debonair different ways. I saw one that was like Guy from Gal Gaigar being like, you know, your darkness and despair don't mean anything to me because of courage and stuff like that. And I think the crossover and the cross interactions are some of the best parts of Super Robot Wars, which is one of the things that frustrated me about Super Robot Wars Original Generations was that you didn't have that. You did have very different teams interacting with each other from different walks of life and in different situations, but they were all original stories. They weren't like, you weren't getting to see your favorite character like tell off your other favorite character from another series, right? It wasn't the same. Anyway, let's look for people to raid. We could raid Sweets. Who is... We've got a viewer, so we could raid. Could raid Sweets. I haven't raided Sweets in a while. Who else could we raid? Because Sweets is... We could raid Banicula. I haven't raided her in a little bit. Or Lila. It's always fun to raid Lila. But Lila's probably ending right now. Let me see how long Lila's been streaming. Lila's been streaming for coming up on 3 hours, so Lila's probably almost done. Banicula is just starting. And Sweets is just starting too, and Sweets is doing a subathon, so I know Sweets will be there for a while. Anyway, let's do the outro. So, for those of you who don't know, I like to end my streams by saying positive things about my my viewers, talking about how much I care about each of you and how much I value all of you. So, let's see who we had tonight. We had a number of people because of the raids and stuff. We had a few raids. To Silva, to Nabiru, to Noel Main. A whole herd of cats, Quack Quark, LA Draws, War Bandit Hades, Multi-Star Chick, and anyone else who watched the stream and didn't say anything in chat, and anyone who watches the VOD afterwards, I want to say I love all of you, and I believe in each of you. I think that you all possess a unique, one-of-a-kind potential to make this world a better place in a way that only you can by living in it in your own unique way. Thank you for coming to my stream. Thank you for being a part of my community. And thank you for helping to make my community better. And I'm grateful every day to live in a world with you in it. I want you to know that I think that you are wonderful, special, and precious treasures of human beings. I believe that you all are worthy and deserving and valuable. I think that your hopes, dreams, fears, and concerns are valid and worthy of care and notice. I believe that you are worthy of love and deserving of good things and happiness. I want you all to know that I care about each and every one of you, and I value all of you. Now, one thing I do ask is that if you're watching on YouTube, you like the stream. It lets me know that you were here, pushes it out to, into the algorithm, and all of that jazz. And if you're watching on Twitch, I would really like it if you clipped. If you saw stuff that you thought was cool, clip-worthy, I really appreciate getting more clips made. I still have to make a video for February. I might have to like start clipping my own stuff, and that's a lot. But if you ever feel motivated to clip me, I would appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah. So I also would ask that you share the content with other people. I'm always looking to add new people to the community, to get new people for games and for streams and for all kinds of stuff, and having more people here in chat is always better. And I value having each of you here. If you have any friends or neighbors or relatives or arch nemesis or best friend or bitter rival, anyone you think might enjoy my content, feel free to show them my content and invite them to the next stream. As of right now, the next stream is going to be Friday, 8:30 p.m. EST. I haven't planned for a Wednesday stream this week because I don't know what's going to happen this week. I might do a gorilla stream on Wednesday, so pay attention to my Twitter, Blue Sky, or Discord. I'll post in there if I do decide to do a Wednesday stream. We'll see what happens. But we're taking it one step at a time right now. And yeah, but next stream right now is officially going to be Friday, 8:30 p.m. EST. Don't know what we're going to do yet. We've done a few gaming streams in a row, so I might break it up a little bit. Might do a TTRPG, talk about stream. I might finally get around to talking about the Votum's TTRPG. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think that you're all wonderful. Now, if you want to keep up with me on all my socials, there are links where you can find me in the description on YouTube and in the About tab on... well, I think I have a link to my YouTube in the YouTube tab, in the YouTube panel on my panels. I think I have the rest of them in my About tab, as well as links to where I got all the assets I used to make my model. I'm really debating just making a link tree and putting links to all of the things that I used to make my model there. That might be the next step. So that way, as I add new things to my model, I don't have to struggle with like getting to where I found them all. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for being amazing. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is that you don't have to donate to be here. You don't have to Subscribe to be welcome. I value and welcome each and every one of you. I hope you subscribe on YouTube, but you don't have to subscribe on Twitch. The subscriptions are two different things, which I really wish things like there'd been some kind of like parity between the two, but you know, whatever. But yeah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to give bits. You don't have to do the sound alerts. You don't have to do any of that. If you ever feel motivated to donate, to improve the stream, to improve my life, to help me out with things, like if you ever want to help me with, for instance, buying a new adapter for my second monitor, or any of that stuff, there are links where you can do that down in the description and in the donate panel on my About page on Twitch. Only do so if you are motivated to do so and if you are financially in a position which is safe and responsible for you to do so. Thank you for coming tonight, and I want you all to know that I think that you are all amazing. All right, just a couple seconds. Going to raid 2. We're going to try to raid to sweets, and we'll see how that all works out, okay?